Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Altcoin Mentor's YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and today I'm going to be doing the daily short-term analysis for Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ether. So let's start to talk about our trades that we put in yesterday, and we'll detail what happened, and then we'll talk about our trade setups for this morning. So yesterday I talked to you about how we missed the signal overnight because it was overnight and everyone was sleeping. We took a trade in at 10,050, and then we ended up getting kicked out earlier last night at 98.50. So a very small profit, but something that we'll take because we got it at the right time and it started going a little bit higher. So let's talk about why we made the decision. So in the beginning, told you that our stop originally had been at 10,150 as it was channeling. Then once it broke down and broke through here, then we started being a little bit more aggressive with our stops, trailing it. And then what happened is that you see this color change bar here. We put our stop right up on top of that, and then it hit it. It kicked us out. We have a failed signal over here because there's no confirmation. And then it started going higher, and then we just waited. So we waited until this afternoon. Actually, we just got filled on our order about 15 minutes ago, because our signal came over here. Let's zoom in. All right. So our signal came in a few hours ago, but the problem though is that it never confirmed to the downside. So here we put in a stop limit order, which means that it has to hit that price and has to fill us at that price. So it never went below this tail here, and then it started just moving around. We talked about that before. That could be possibly like an inside bar movement, because you're talking about a bar action that happens from here. And then it goes to about here. And then so see the next two bars were inside of this one big bar. But just recently it hit, it filled us at 10,040, a little bit, 10,038. And then now it's at 10,026. So our stop loss is currently at 10,325, which is the top of our signal candle. So it's either one, it was either going to hit it here or it's going to go to the top. So we just entered this trade, so we still don't know what's going on. I might give you an update a little bit later, but our target is all the way down here around 9,400. This little green line, which is a medium support. Let's talk about Litecoin. So Litecoin was the same thing. We missed the signal overnight. We entered it at 198. It was kind of like very, very choppy. And then as you can see here, if you zoom in a little bit, right, you'll see that never confirms here, never confirms here. So you can kind of trail it, never really confirms here. And then the minute it confirms here, we get out. So we got out at 192, the very small profit. We're still waiting for an entry signal to the downside on Litecoin. We put in our order at 202.75. Hasn't been hit yet. Same thing, because it's more of a inside action, right? Recently, right here. So 1, 2, 3 candles in a row inside of this little bar over here. So if it hits over here, we'll take that short signal to the downside. We're not taking any long signals. Our long-term indicator, our medium-term indicator is short, and our short-term indicator is short. So it says that the trend so far, as of right now, is to the downside. So that's what we're planning on doing. Let's talk about Ether. So Ether is a little bit different. Ether, there's been a lot of action. We thought Ether might go to 784, 785 area, and then break down a little bit. So we gave a little bit more room, because yesterday I talked about time frame alignment, how long-term, medium-term, and short-term were all to the downside. So because of that, we're giving a little bit more space. And that's why, because of that, we got hurt a little bit, because we took a small loss. So it never confirmed, never confirmed. It kept on going a little bit lower, but it never, then once it got higher at 817, it kicked us out. We put a signal in here, going back in, never confirmed. But fortunately for us, this one confirmed a little bit faster than the other ones. So we got in again at 863. And then we have our stop loss at 865. Our current price right now is at 840. So we have a small profit if we were going to take it right now, but we're going to wait. Because if it gets closer over here, we learn our lessons here, because no one's perfect. So if it gets closer around to the 785, 790 zone, like we were in over here, we might keep it really tight because we don't want to give up a nice little potential so far, nothing has happened yet, but a potential decent winner to the downside. So everything is channeling pretty much. You have to be very, very patient with your setups because there's not a lot of action today. The average ranges are getting smaller and smaller on a daily and half daily basis, a 4-hour basis. So if you're waiting for things to run, that's not the environment that we're in now. So stay patient, wait for your setups. Have a good day.